I'm so looking forward to launching Textures and Patterns in Nature. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful class. I'm Wendy Bailye and I run a business called the Felt Studio in Queensland, Australia. I've been making felt now for nearly 30 years, which is a long time, and I have just loved exploring all of the different things that you can do with handmade felt. So I hope that you can join me to explore the wonderful world of textures and patterns in nature, using handmade felt as the medium. This is a sampling class. It might be a little bit different to classes that you've done previously. A lot of project classes are around at the moment, which is fabulous. And this is just a little bit different. So what we're doing is we're working on making small samples of a whole range of different techniques. So you can see all of the little things on this table are things that have been made as samples for this class. So they're all opportunities for learning. And it's just so much fun. So there's all sorts of three-dimensional structures, learning to make dreadlocks and little dangly things. There's even a spider. There's all sorts of things, and beautiful flat felt as well, with all sorts of different colours and textures and patterns. So what I'm imagining is that you make things that are related to where you live and to your life experiences and places that you've travelled and things that you've seen. We will be using some photo referencing, but if you don't have photos, then it's just your life experience. You don't have to be super duper great with technology, but I will give you some really great simple techniques and technologies that you can use to make better work. So the great thing about sampling is that you are creating from yourself. You're not copying things, you're actually learning and experimenting. So a lot of the techniques that you'll be doing are experimental, and sometimes they don't work out so well. And often that's a really big learning for people, that it's okay to fail. And I've had many of my students who've expressed the gratitude for having permission to fail and to make projects that they're just little, and so it doesn't matter if they don't turn out, but from that you learn such a lot. From those small samples, then when you finish the class, then you'll have skills to be able to make bigger items. So this is a lovely, it's either a wall hanging or a wrap. This is another wrap. So all of the larger things that you see have been built upon the sampling that's been done. This one's one that I particularly love. Beautiful, beautiful colours. So we'll be learning all of these different textural techniques. And this one here is a special one. So it's using a lot of dimension and a lot of different texture. You can do your own pattern and your own design. I'm not really a pastel person, but I was just experimenting and sampling. You can actually make really big things. So this is an enormous pod, which is just gorgeous. And it's meant to be hung. And so you're learning to make small things, but then the applications can be quite big. So there's many, many things that you can make and lots of opportunities for learning. The class is run using a teaching platform called Rizuku, and it's a platform that I really enjoy using. And within that platform, you have 6 weeks access to me to give as much information to you as possible and to help you with any problems that you have. You also have access to a Facebook group for the group, and it's a private Facebook group, and you have access to that forever. So basically, if you do the class, you have access to me forever through the Facebook group. So the class is video and PDF based. So there's about 25 different small videos which will give you the skills that you need. And then there's also PDFs which support those videos. And we also have Zoom calls. So we have at least 4 Zoom calls in different time zones, so that works well for everyone. And hopefully you'll be able to join the Zoom calls as well, because that gives you a really nice chance to meet people within the felting community from all around the world, and it's a really, really fabulous way to connect. So thank you for listening, and I do hope that you can join me and the other students in this class, which is coming up.